A story that will change your life forever. There was once a boy named Kiran who lived in a small village near the mountains. He was quiet, thoughtful, and always lost in his own world. Kiran loved to dream. He wanted to do something big in life, something that would make him special. But there was one problem. Kiran always compared himself to others. He looked at his friend Ravi, who was the fastest runner in the village, and thought, I will never be as fast as him. He looked at Meera, who was beautiful and had a voice like a nightingale, and sighed, I can never sing like her. He looked at Arjun, the son of a rich landlord, and thought, I will never have money like him. And so, day by day, Kiran lost confidence in himself. He started believing that he was not good enough, that he would always be less than others. One evening, as the sun set behind the mountains, Kiran sat near a broken well, staring at his reflection in a small, cracked mirror he had found. He sighed and whispered, I wish I were someone else, someone better. Just then, an old man with a long white beard appeared. He was dressed in rags but had eyes that shone like stars. He saw Kiran and smiled. What troubles you, my child? The old man asked. Kiran hesitated but then spoke. I am nothing. I am not fast like Ravi, not talented like Meera, not rich like Arjun. I am just ordinary. The old man listened carefully. Then he picked up the cracked mirror from Kiran's hand and asked, What do you see? Kiran looked at the broken reflection. His face was distorted, uneven, imperfect. I see a broken image. I don't look good, he replied. The old man chuckled and said, Do you know what's funny? Even if I give you a perfect mirror, you will still find something wrong with yourself. Not because you are broken, but because you are looking at yourself the wrong way. Kiran was confused. What do you mean? The old man placed a hand on his shoulder. Come with me. The old man led Kiran to the top of a hill. From there, they could see the whole village, small houses, tiny people walking, birds flying. The setting sun painted everything in gold. It was breathtaking. Tell me, Kiran, the old man said, do the birds compare themselves to each other? Kiran shook his head. No, they just fly. Do the stars in the sky fight to see which one shines the brightest? No, they just shine. The old man smiled. Then why do you compare yourself? Why don't you just live, just grow, just be? Kiran looked down, thinking, but how can I be special if I am not like them? He asked. The old man laughed. Come, I'll show you something. He took Kiran to a valley where a small stream flowed. He pointed at a rock in the middle of the stream. The rock had been carved beautifully by the flowing water over years. Do you see this rock? The old man asked. Yes. Do you think it looked like this when it first came here? Kiran shook his head. No, my child. It was just a rough, ordinary stone, like thousands of others. But do you know what made it special? The stream never stopped flowing over it. Drop by drop, year after year, the water shaped it into something beautiful. Kiran's eyes widened. Do you understand now? You don't have to be like Ravi or Meera or Arjun. You don't have to be like anyone. You just have to let life shape you, mold you, and reveal the beauty inside you. Kiran suddenly felt something in his heart, a spark of hope. For the first time, he understood. His journey was his own. He didn't need to be the fastest, the richest, or the most talented. He only needed to be the best version of himself. That night, Kiran slept peacefully. The next morning, he woke up with a new fire inside him. He no longer wanted to be like others. He wanted to be himself. He started running, not to be faster than Ravi, but to feel the wind in his hair. He started humming songs, not to sing like Meera, but because music made him happy. He worked hard, not to be as rich as Arjun, but to build a future for himself. Slowly, people started noticing Kiran. His confidence, his happiness, his energy, it was magnetic. He became an inspiration for others. One day, years later, when Kiran had grown into a wise and successful man, a young boy came to him and said, "Kiran, kya? I want to be like you." Kiran smiled, bent down, and said, "No, my child, don't be like me. Be like yourself. You are already special. Just let life shape you." And with that, Kiran passed on the lesson that had changed his life. Moral of the story: don't compare yourself to anyone. You are like that rock in the stream. Life is shaping you, little by little. Stop looking at others. Look at yourself, your journey, your progress. You are enough just as you are. And one day, you will realize you were never meant to be like anyone else. You were always meant to be you.